All right, ladies and gentlemen, every single one out there in the crowd, everyone watching on YouTube, everyone live here with us on Twitch. It is a new week in the arena, week number 4 of our $2,000 League Qualifier Series. And boy, oh boy, I am more than hyped to see some great MK gameplay. And I definitely did not forget to copy and paste Bulk's camera link before I started this stream. Wait a minute. Bulk, what's up?
We are slowly outdoing ourselves.
But we are getting too old for this. Let's be honest here. By our time, it's over. We need to hire new commentators here in the arena and say, you know what? Let's just step back and relax.
Nothing would give the YouTube massive greater satisfaction than to hear some of us be retired off and let the new blood take over. Yes.
But Bulk, you know what time it is? I mean, week number 4 here in the arena in one of our most stacked seasons ever. I mean, due to crossplay, it is by far the biggest event. We have the most players competing we ever had since we founded this entire project. Right now, once again, to put it into perspective, more than 400 active players here in the league, which makes this just incomparable to anything else. Super proud that you guys out there decided to tune in again. Welcome, thank you so much for being here. At the same time, of course, a big thank you for yesterday as well. You guys are more than amazing. But speaking of amazing things, Bulk, we have a stellar lineup in the pipeline with a lot of interesting sets, and I saw a few sets the people asked for a long time. So let's take a look at it together. Even though we have a slight schedule change, that means MAGICTEA is gonna be the opener tonight here versus Red Bull. Already a blockbuster, but Bulk, look at this bad boy. Isn't it beautiful?
This is like like walking downstairs on Christmas morning. This is beautiful.
It really is. I mean, FAYSAL versus HAZIM. This might be the most requested set of the day because the people, they love HAZIM's gameplay. But today HAZIM has to prove it. Both of them from representing the Middle East region. And FAYSAL already told me that he faced HAZIM in the Middle East Pro competition already. And today they have their rematch here on stream later on. Potentially even a Peacemaker mirror, Bulk. With HAZIM, we have one of the most entertaining Peacemakers I've ever seen, just due to the fact that he plays Peacemaker Cyrax as a cameo. We just uploaded that one to our YouTube and a lot of people enjoyed this one. But of course, with FAYSAL, we have literally one of the strongest, one of the most technical players in the entire world. And that's gonna be not an easy mission for HAZIM tonight.
No, not it's looking possibly, arguably, mission impossible. Who took the first match in the Middle East qualifier?
I think FAYSAL. I mean, FAYSAL won this entire thing, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh
FAYSAL
yeah,
took
okay.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes levels of intellect to figure that one out. However,
that is right.
Is HAZIM gonna get the run back? That's what we need to find out tonight.
That's the question. And set number 2, fun fact here about this one, it originally was a different set. We had a double debut fight scheduled for the second spot, but unfortunately both players couldn't make it, so we had to, you know, put it off stream. And I said, after I saw LLOYD versus BWOOD in my Discord, Bulk, I said, no, we have to put this bad boy on stream here for the community. 2 NA legends fighting tonight. MAGICTEA Red Bull, this is the match we see right now. Players are already joining the lobby. Another double debut right after. DEADPOOL versus Oak. Another NA set. And Oak, I already took a little sneak peek, Bulk, at the character selection. ERMAC.
No way.
Yes, sir. The Dark Sorcerer is here tonight. And then last but not least, one of the best players I've ever seen touch this game, EDMONFOX versus the bot ARNKRATOS.
That is going. What a way to close out the evening.
ARNKRATOS. I love you, brother. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for the support, everyone.
You're still salty about that Counter-Strike defeat, aren't you?
I don't want to hear that ever again, Bulk. So chat, we are diving in. Welcome to the arena. Gonza, thank you so much for the resub. Bihan, thank you so much for the resub as well. And now it's time to sweat. I see another ERMAC. Wait a minute.
Ooh, ERMAC Jax as well. The ERMACs versus the MILEENA. And the Damage Queen herself. Alright, here we go to the tea house. First set.
YouTube channel, the first thing they said when they saw that Red Bull is playing ERMAC now, they're like, that's the perfect character for a smoke main, right? Because of all these cancel shenanigans.
Yeah, well, yes. If you can't get your kicks with Smoke in his current form, then yeah, why not? Why not go to the cancelling Soulmeister themselves?
And Red Bull already showing us why he is the king of newcomers in the arena. Such a strong player, so many fans on the YouTube side as well. And look at him dominating the entire screen so far.
Yeah, and using the resources incredibly well, putting on the Soul Glow, keeping himself completely safe and out of trouble, even if mistakes were to happen. Soul Glow back on, looking shiny, leaving oil on the doilies.
Excuse me, but what?
You have to have seen the movie to get that reference. But do just let your soul glow, ERMAC. No error macros here.
This is so close, back and forth. Good call out. I love the flawless block as well. Red Bull, matchup knowledge on deck today.
Oh, pair of sighs straight to the face right there.
That
is going to be an uncancelled thing.
Where is the full commitment on that? Wait a minute, ball roll to victory and Bulk, no breaker in sight. Smart decision for MAGICTEA to spend that fatal immediately before Red Bull gets access to break.
Yes, and this is going to take it? Or not?
Sure.
45.833%.
Yep, smart from MAGICTEA, knowing that low buzzsaw is gonna catch the teleport attempt.
Round 2.
Yeah, imagine a cameo move that does literally everything for you.
Look at him building all this meter.
Yeah, and that's like we said at when ERMAC came out, we figured this was probably going to be one of the more optimal ways of playing the character. Build up your reserves, charge up your bank account, and then spend it on the Soul Glow. Oh, the trickiest of throw animations. You're not reacting to it anyway, but it does look awfully tricksy. Right, get off of me. I'm not that kind of soul manager.
What a pickup. Beautiful stuff from Red Bull, but MAGICTEA still in the driver's seat, has a mild life lead available, and we know what kind of damage MILEENA can do mid-screen, in the corner, basically everywhere.
Yeah, MILEENA wakes up in the morning and pees damage.
She really
That's
does.
what she does. Speaking of which, we're going to damage that bar. Now going on your actual health bar. The pokey pressure.
Red Bull already lost so much health here in this round. How is he going to bring this back? There's Jax, but of course he gets hit as well.
Yeah. How is he going to bring it back? Probably not by hitting himself. Time is a big factor now for Red Bull.
4 seconds. 3. Timeout running down without mercy, and there's absolutely nothing Red Bull can do. MAGICTEA takes the first one.
Yes, nothing to be done in that situation. Looked for the ultimate earthworm shim right there. All right.
Really saying, love your ribs. I hope you're doing okay, brother. I'm always doing fine when I see all you beautiful people here in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to another week of qualifiers. And of course, thank you so much for all the kind support, the generosity, and for just always being there for me whenever I need something. Bulk, our community, these guys are really special.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I can't reiterate that enough. Quite definitely the best community in stream world.
And
like a dodgy.
I'm told I resemble.
Look, we talked about this yesterday. Isn't it funny that we're hosting like a game like Mortal Kombat, and at the same time we have the most loving community ever? Like, people who are not familiar with that, they're like, how is it possible? Especially with a game like that, you know?
Yes, exactly. And it comes to the Animal Crossing community to be massively toxic or something.
Wait, are they really?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, I thought you have some inside info.
I'm going to get so flamed in YouTube now.
Oh, no.
From the Animal Crossing community. How dare you?
Wait,
we're more wholesome than you could imagine.
What about an Animal Crossing arena? Have someone ever done that before?
look, thinking about epic crossovers, Mortal Crossing with a K.
But Bulk, I see Red Bull on his OG main character. Smoke is coming in extra hot, and now MAGICTEA has to prove that he can keep up.
Yeah, these Red Bulls is cooking right now. Looking like they've definitely chugged 17 of his name.
Oh no, look at the level of confidence. Red Bull on his main, this boy is dangerous.
Yeah, and knew the missile was coming in as well. It was all set up, it was all part of the plan. Oh, finally getting their turn, doing something with it. MAGICTEA now has got the screen to work with. Kung Lao coming in to play some neutral.
Have we two unprofessional commentators even talked about the chat prediction? Of course we have. What kind of question is that? Here it is.
What? Really? Ooh, now that is a surprise. Right, finishing full strangs out here, the full Geppetto for Red Bull. Where'd he go? A strange parent mode?
MAGICTEA, good block on that overhead. Red Bull cancels left and right, and MAGICTEA is trying to guess when he can steal his turn back.
Did you see that side switch there?
No.
Dang.
Red Bull showing us why he's considered one of the best smoke players in the entire world. Smoke wins. MAGICTEA feeling the pressure.
Trying also to prove which beverage your beverage of choice should be while playing fighting games. Should it be tea or should it actually be taurine-based fizzy drink?
This is such a good match already, and we're literally just getting started here in the arena chat. So many beautiful sets on the card. I'm pretty sure that if you just tuned in, you better grab a drink real quick, because we're gonna take you for a ride tonight. So many sweats on this bad boy. Take a look at it. FAYSAL, HAZIM, LLOYD versus BWOOD. Looking forward to that one as well. DEADPOOL versus Oak, the double debut here on stream for the first time ever. And of course, my boy, ARNKRATOS versus EDMONFOX, who's playing for the first time as well. A lot of new players, a lot of old players. Bulk, this is gonna be good. And two ancient commentators.
Yeah, you see, that's the cherry on top. The very old cherry on top, going slightly grey. Right, speaking of going grey, your hopes going up in smoke here with for MAGICTEA stuck in the corner, and now avoiding the alimony, gone completely invisible, has Daddy Smoke. Moira in the chat questioning I said slightly grey.
Don't listen to her, Bulk.
That's a flawless.
Yeah, we better get back to the match here, because Red Bull right now,
that was a legitimate flawless from Red Bull, who has clearly been chugging all of the multi-pack prior to this match. Other energy drinks may be available, however, it looks like Red Bull is crushing tea for refreshment purposes. Well, this is not going to be a double flawless. You wouldn't want that, MAGICTEA. MAGICTEA looking like they're going to need some biscuits as well. Alright, is this the start of something? Oh, the double low! Unfortunately, couldn't get anything from it, and Red Bull absolutely dominant.
Like, what the hell is wrong with that smoke player? Like, literally, Red Bull. MAGICTEA is such a strong player, but right now, Red Bull, he makes it look so easy after switching to smoke.
And MAGICTEA couldn't do anything more. That they even picked home field advantage in the tea house. MAGICTEA is literally playing in his environment and couldn't make anything stick.
Let me take a look. The chat is saying what rank is Red Bull? Let me actually check that for you guys.
He is Elder Master Legend God of Destruction Gold Square.
Right now, Red Bull is ranked 25 out of 400.
That's what I meant, 25th. Yes.
It seems I have to be.
Round one, fight.
All right, away from the tea house. New threads as well for MILEENA. Looking like Elsa. Oh, fake missile set up into invisibility. Poor MAGICTEA. Have they been brewing for too long here? Receiving all of this damage from rampant comboage.
I just don't understand how Red Bull does it. Like
It looks like he's playing training mode.
Smoke is such an unsafe character, but the way he is using Sector for safety all the time, it is so hard to open Red Bull up. Look at this, the spacing bite, the nooch. This player is incredible.
Well, during cancels, Smoke is only he lives in a world around -2 to neutral, so it's not really. He's not really super unsafe unless he goes for these overhead low schmix-ups. Lovely use of the burner there. Keeping his turn. Right, MAGICTEA's had enough. Putting hands on Ninja. Looking for the long-range poke with the Psy.
And again, missiles coming down. Safety gets the combo of it, and MAGICTEA has to play the guessing game. One more time. Call out. Red Bull was ready.
Yes, and there it is, right? There's that safe zone that he can be played in. Catching the counter poke. Where'd he go? There he is. Give me my alimony, says MILEENA. Oh, what an interrupt. The knowledge from Red Bull, the execution. And spending the cash to finish him off. 3-1.
I don't even have the right words to describe what I just witnessed. Red Bull with an outstanding performance. MAGICTEA, thank you so much for playing it here on the first spot. But boy, oh boy, this is wild bulk. And that's exactly the level of gameplay we are witnessing in Season 5. Who is gonna win it? Like, you have to imagine, Bulk, a player like that Red Bull, rank number 25 out of more than 400. Like, and if he is just barely in the top 32 range right now, what is gonna happen in top 16 or in top 8?
Exactly. It is a crocodile-infested shark tank right there.
I think that's the perfect way to describe it. This is gonna be so rough to win this season, but at the same time, of course, it is going to be very, very rewarding, because now our entire league fundings, they go into that one single league. That means the payout, of course, is way bigger than it was before. I just cannot wait to see who's going to be our Season 5 champion. Everyone out there in the crowd, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This was just the appetizer. So much more on the card. Let's take a look at it together, Bulk. And now we have to first recheck with our boy FAYSAL if he is ready to rock versus HAZIM, or if FAYSAL is still having some connection issues. That would mean that we get BWOOD versus Dylan.
Yes, indeed. So whichever match is coming up, these are some really sweaty sets. It's quite smelly here in the arena.
And FAYSAL, the fun thing is, since FAYSAL still has some connection issues, but he has to play on his undercover account. You see that right there? The account he created this account when he played as our undercover pro in one of our special events. And for whatever reason, this account always works for crossplay, while FAYSAL's main account is not working. So it's kind of funny.
It's so Rips Heidi, isn't it? This is okay.
But wait.
All right.
Bulk,
well,
do I see SHAO Mavado?
Forget Peacemaker Mirror. Let's go with some SHAO Vado and Sub-Zero Janet.
I know that both of them, they're doing this for the people out there on YouTube. These two, they want to entertain. And HAZIM on Sub-Zero, how many characters can this dude play?
And just opening with that Earthworm Shim right there. Baiting out the throw from FAYSAL. We're going to break early because we have built up the cash. Not able to get the punish on the range 2 snowball, but this is going to hurt. The axe is glowing. What are we going to get from it? 36.402%. Both characters. Oh, that's never going to be unfunny. The both characters coming in with 1,000 health thanks to Movado.
The little micro from FAYSAL just armoring out of the pressure, and now it's party time here in the corner. This is going to be a lot of damage. FAYSAL securing the first round.
Yes, indeed.
Fight.
Right, get over there, get down. Gonna make you a fan of the Funk General. Oh, missed the timing right there. The arena boss baby looking like they're still got their learning wheels on. The corner carry though, 37.648%. With a clone in your face. Oh boy. That had to be an input error.
Like, I really hope that sometimes Faisal plays Combat League with that account as well. You know, imagine you're playing Combat League and all of a sudden you see the arena boss baby and you're like, okay, I'm done.
Speaking of being done, SHAO's often very reliable, in air quotes, fatal blow being incredibly very reliable again, missing its target. Axe landing nowhere near its prey. Cleaning up HAZIM. Alright, super safe dive kick, landing in the shins of the general. Unfortunately for HAZIM, found himself in the corner. Oh, didn't want your dome. Ninja Mask providing no protection to overhead bonkery from the general.
There was so much damage in such a short time. HAZIM just sliding out of the corner. Janet is here to assist. He tried to convert, can't get it.
Yeah, couldn't get... Oh, that's going to be a big... Or not. That should have been a massive punish there for HAZIM. Leaving chances, begging, allowing Faisal to just go for schmicks after schmicks after schmicks. Mavado came in to do nothing. Right, had to spend the cash, keep himself healthy. Got to keep yourself healthy in this economy. That is going to be a very punishable dive kick, landing on the horns of the general. HAZIM needs to have a look at their neutral play.
And now
We've
the
seen
main
Rando
question:
Calrissians.
is it going to be a switch from HAZIM, like immediately, or does he give SUBZERO another shot? We're going to find that out right now.
We've all been giving SUBZERO another shot ever since the launch of the game, and it, you know, doesn't seem to work without Chameleon.
Man, Mike, I have a feeling this is gonna be a beautiful event. Just by looking at all these names tonight, I cannot wait. So many debuts as well.
Mavado, Janet, K.
Okay. All right, we are sticking with it. We're sticking with the Janet Zero.
I was wrong to trust you. Yes, Earthwhelmer, you were.
Against General Avivado.
Round one.
Only 5% and a dream for HAZIM.
But they're 5 well-formed, perfectly positioned percentages right there. Do 5% of the gambling public know their onions? Do they know their spring from their cheese and? Again, the backup and whiff punish there from HAZIM, paying off, looking for an overhead reset, jumping in over the top. Couldn't punish the stand 2 axe swing from the general there with the dive kick. But I like using the ground freeze to try and just see what your situation is from HAZIM. And that situation is he's got to splurge the cash on a breaker as Faisal is getting in. Right, overhead bonk.
Oh, and that is gonna huge up. Mavado, that is so much damage. We are buffing up mid-combo as well. Look at this
And
bike.
we've got Fatal Blow Rip. And we've got Fatal Blow. Choosing not to spend it. I think the Fatal Blow spend would have done it.
I think there was too much gravity with the way General SHAO's Fatal works. Such a long startup time. Wouldn't have worked.
Oh, he just couldn't combo it. I get it. I see. Right. Stealing their turn. Spending the cash. Twice now. Using the armor. Reasonably optimal stuff here in the corner. Splurging all the cash. Faisal doesn't care. He's gonna go out of this broke.
The arena boss baby. He strikes again. Throw combos on top. Last potential break for HAZIM. And now he needs to bring this back somehow. This is a good start, but he needs so much more than this.
Yeah, he needs another 2 touches, you would feel, after this interaction. That was the first attempt, and no. Block first time out for Faisal.
Faisal is still going.
Okay. Alright, well, HAZIM needs to stare deep into their into their book of answers for something here to stop the train that is FAYSAL. If I recall correctly, our #1 ranked player.
That is true. Yes, that is a very, very good point, but I completely forgot to talk about that. FAYSAL, who would have thought, the highest ranked player in Season 5 so far, sitting at the throne of all players, ranked #1 out of more than 400 competitors.
My poor 10 channel points. What am I...
Can someone do me a favor and check the rankings in the Discord right now and tell me if FAYSAL is still having a 100% win ratio?
Okay, HAZIM is looking in this box of answers.
Yeah, he's trying
and
to
the
find
answer
one.
is John Cena. Or not. Or yes. Yes, the answer is wrestling pro and Hollywood darling.
The chat is letting us know FAYSAL 93% win ratio in our events. That is outstanding.
93% win ratio is actually the same win ratio that Rip has on Tinder. Oof! Just stealing the turn. Gonna get a significant touch for this. 29.630%.
Overhead.
Oh, bonk! Special superpower helmet providing no protection to overhead axe bonkery. The flawless blocks from HAZIM. His poor fingers. We're going to need to see some specialist therapy after this.
Outworld is mine to protect. Round 2. Fight.
Eagly. Force field.
Right, force field is on, but not for long. Stomping on those toes, and then just catching the forward movement with the long axe pokery.
Torpedo.
Torpedo out.
Bulk, here's the uplock, and that means another big punish coming HAZIM's way. Corner position as well, trying to shimmy, strike throw. FAYSAL completely dominating the pacing of this match so far.
Yeah, this is looking long. This is looking longer than the queue at the post office when it's Amazon delivery day. Right, double blow dart just completely misses its target. Building a bit of meter. I respect it while we're sucking General's meter away with the Cyrax net. Speaking of... Oh no!
Wait!
What was the second hit? Was it Movado?
FAYSAL sweeping his way to victory. HAZIM, he tried it. But at the end of the day, we're talking about the arena boss, baby.
That was hilarious. Did he get hit twice by the ground slam? Or
We can
was
take a look at the
Movado
replay.
in there? Right, let's see what's going on then.
Yes,
See what's cooking.
the double hit. X-Slam first and then Movado right after.
Oh. Okay, so the Movado call during the axe slam, and then because it hit, it came in. I get it. That's really cool. Movado. Probably a really good cameo.
Oh, chat, what are we doing here together? Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the arena, of course, for everyone who potentially just tuned in. I see close to 500 people in the crowd with us. And coming up next, it is another banger. We're gonna witness LLOYD versus BWOOD. Two very, very entertaining players to watch, but at the same time, two very, very sweaty players to watch.
Am I to be in your
Right,
debt
can
for life?
Soggy Gandalf take the General back to Hogwarts?
Round 1. Fight.
Put him in detention. Let's find out. Opening straight up. Katana fan allowing General SHAO to actually get his ground slam going, but then just walking into the Crow. OM Ganesh. Right, the beautiful punish there from BWOOD. BWOOD looking hard, like his namesake.
Bubble is up, tries to go for the zoning attempt. Here, just a walk down from BWOOD.
Right, managing to catch them. just splooshing all over our guy right there. No trade in your favor for BWOOD. Doggy Gandalf with the high water pressure.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, looking for something right there. Oh, and we're going for the overhead. The double sloverhead from Rain.
Oh, because Dylan, he doesn't want to deal with that SHAO pressure up close, trying to play the spacing game.
Yes, interesting short. I mean, we are round up. Time to frustrate your opponent into making mistakes, and mistakes have been made. Walking into the Kroll, falling down the toilet, getting sent full screen again. Right, come at me, bro. I'm just gonna set up shop. Get out of the sky!
BWOOD trying to close the gap, but Dylan, he's playing this matchup so perfect right now, in my opinion.
Yes, it's the classic Zoner versus Brawler matchup. BWOOD having to spend so much of their most vital resource, their health bar, and getting paid for it as we get the confirm on the punish. Dylan Lloyd went for the armor in defense, and look what it's cost them.
No escape anymore.
Anything.
I thought that BWOOD somehow is gonna find an opener there, but Chameleon is gonna do the job for Dylan in round number 1, 1-0.
Yeah, soggy splinters for BWOOD, unfortunately. And that is a trait of modern NRS games, is if you are piloting a character that needs to try and find their way in, you can lose a frustratingly large amount of health in doing so, in trying to close the gap. All right.
But now, back to the character select we go. Is it going to be a different approach from BWOOD, potentially a different cameo for the matchup? We're going to find out.
Yeah, BWOOD needs to firm up. They're going to need to, if they're going to try and take on... What did I say now?
Back.
You can't intimidate Outworld's high mage.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. All right. Into the tea house. This is natural environment for BWOOD. Everything's made of wood.
But how the hell do you come up with that shit?
I'm just saying what else on the screen. Hey. All right. It don't rain, it pours, and it's pouring screen control for Dylan Lloyd. Right, looking to stamp in on the toes, getting the fan lift over the top, getting another little touch. No, into the poke into the MILEENA balls, and there we get it. We get the first round.
Fight.
BWOOD needs to extend his reach. We need extended BWOOD.
But again, overhead, working out in Dylan's favor. Another round lead over BWOOD.
Oh, even SHAO can't punish MILEENA ball roll from Chameleon. That is hard for BWOOD. Things are looking mighty stiff for our wooden protagonist. We get the Kroll though, get the Kroll confirmed, and we've got the corner. Optimal, 35.157% into the overhead bonkage. Trying to catch the... Look at the jump back. He tried. BWOOD really tried there to get the optimal punish on the situation, but got NRS'd out.
This is so close. Magic button loaded for both of them. Dylan backdashing. Wants that distance. All of a sudden dashing in though. And here comes Chameleon again. The same sequence like we saw in the first round.
I loved that confident walk up with the glow on from BWOOD, knowing he was going to be immune to projectiles. He was just walking forward, fully erect. The general unfortunately got clipped on the way in. Dylan, Lloyd looking like they're controlling the screen like an actual graduate of Hogwarts.
Beautiful stuff, and after this, once again the reminder, the double debut today. Oak here in the arena for the first time, ERMAC Loyalist versus DEADPOOL. Bulk, this card looks fire. ARNKRATOS here tonight as well versus EDMONFOX, who's gonna compete for the first time on stream as well. I'm excited.
Indeed, and we get another wood-related matchup.
No.
Living forest.
What, as solid as oak? But what could I possibly say
I
wrong?
might have made a few mistakes here by picking the on-stream sets tonight.
Round one.
I like this SHAO custom. Black and gold looking nice. That is a nice choice of wardrobe. BWOOD again in their natural environment here in the forest. Surrounded by themselves. Oh, stealing that turn. You love to see it. There's no break available for Dylan. Into the setup. And then the punish on the upswang, the upsploosh. But no, neutral MILEENA's balls going to put a stop to any ideas BWOOD had. Alright, again, trying to backdash all the way to MK11 is Dylan LLOYD, and catching that with the axe. And we have the cameo switch. I've only just noticed. We've gone to Kano. We've gone to the mercenary knife and eye patch enthusiast.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, the whiff punish.
Good spacing.
Just staying at the perfect range there. As Dylan couldn't see the wood for the trees. Right, putting hands on General.
Okay,
Looking
this time
for
we
the
react to
slide
the
ahead.
overhead, but Dylan once again flexing here with some fancy rain combos. Chameleon gets blocked, punish all day long.
Yeah, that's going to be a punish, finally.
And
Dylan
Kenny
up to this.
just in the chat is trying to start that hype train. Thank you so much for the support.
We are... Oh, the anti-air knives! That's not anti-air. That's an anti-air. Right, looking to try and christen the dome, and this is going to take... Or not. Didn't have the bar to spend. Dylan on that magic pixel. Looking for the slow overhead, and we're going to poke our way out. BWOOD making this interesting, coming back hard and strong here in Game 3.
I'm actually afraid to say something because I know that Bulk is gonna pick it up and then he's gonna say something again. So for the first time ever, I'm just gonna stay silent here, you know, until the next round starts. I'm just not saying anything.
I don't want to stress my host here. I don't want to make him do his nut.
Kano. Dark cotton cover.
Okay, I need a new commentator. Mystiques, are you still in the chat?
Then why did you choose it, Rain?
All right.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, just walking straight into it as Dylan, instead of going back now, is trying to turn BWOOD into a toothpick.
And Rizzy in the chat. Rizzy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted here for the community. I appreciate you, my friend. But BWOOD, we know he had so many crazy comebacks in the arena so far. The last time we saw him on stream versus Kratos, another very, very intense matchup. But now Dylan, of course, he wants this match to be over. He wants those 20 league points.
Indeed. Right, Soggy Gandalf going into full crystalline form. Right there. The pressure. Dylan wants to close this out now. No more running away. In with the DLC moves, Rip. We're using DLC moves out here. And we are so close to sealing out this round. Didn't block the high. Straight to the dome.
Fight.
After such a promising comeback from BWOOD. Is it all going to get chopped down here?
Kano, guaranteed setup for General SHAO.
Oh, and the MILEENA ball again. Right, BWOOD, full resources, got everything they want in the bank. Again, playing
sniped.
a game of come at me, bro, is discount Harry.
Full screen, and now it's gonna be so rough. How is BWOOD closing the gap now?
No, that's going to take it as LLOYD controls the entire matchup right there. It was looking promising for BWOOD. Unfortunately, ended up flopping toward the end.
Very, very beautiful match here between both Dylan and BWOOD. Honestly, thank you guys so much for competing here basically every single day. I'm so proud that so many players out there decide to be here every day with us, but play MK1, and they entertain so many people out there on the YouTube side as well. So once again, a big thank you to every single competitor who trusts us with these events and for showing us what you guys can do in MK1. Beautiful stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a shame because that's the difficulty of playing a brawler character like SHAO, General SHAO, and that you have to try and make your way in there. And ultimately, poor BWOOD just couldn't stay firm toward to ride it all the way out.
Dylan, thank you so much for the gifted subscription as well. And that means, Bulk, now slowly but surely we are getting towards the end of the stream. But we have the first double debut tonight happening. I expect some ERMAC gameplay from Oak. Invite has been sent.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, so Dylan, thank you very much for your contribution. Could you please leave the King of the Hill?
Bulk, I see a first-time message from Omega here in the chat saying, first time here. I've been having insomnia for some time, and you don't know how much peace your videos give me at nighttime. Thanks a lot for your hard work. You're a blessing. Omega, thank you so much for joining us here live and for saying that. That honestly means the world to me. And fun fact, Bulk, a lot of people reached out to me with a very, very similar message like that, where they say, you know what, it might sound super, super weird, but whenever I go to bed in the evening, I boot up an Arena YouTube video and they literally fall asleep to it, Bulk. First of all, I thought, man, is it so boring that we are like sitting, we are shouting and we're commenting, but a lot of people actually told me it is very calming for them, and that somehow gives me a little bit comfort as well.
Yeah, Liu Kang, ERMAC, looking like going with the Mad Max cosplay ERMAC. You love to see it. And against the Shaolin hipster from the school of the honest mid, the man bun and sleeve tattoo enthusiast.
Did you just call forward for an honest mid, Bulk? Is that what you said?
What did I say?
Did you just call it an honest mid?
Yes. Liu Kang only knows honest mids.
Okay, we're gonna find that out. As we said, the first time that those two competitors are playing here on stream, and I love to see some ERMAC gameplay. Okay, well,
it has to be said that the cancels from Oak are looking particularly hard right there.
And I'm pretty sure that when Robocop watched this replay here, Oak told me that he's like a long-time member over there on Test Your Might, and of course that means he is part of the RoboClub, so to say.
That explains a lot. All right, he's in. His people need him.
Beautiful with punish from Oak. That was great. And Mavado as well. Wait a minute, this is getting more interest. What is this combo?
Double Mavado combo.
Chat. Oak, what are you doing?
Oh, but just caught the backdash with one of those honest mids. Get off of me. No, we're going to block it in time and suitably punish.
Try that again.
And Setsum, I always feel a little bit bad when I see a message like that, but we have literally more than 50% of the entire MK1 viewership here on our channel whenever we go live. The community always makes fun of it, but it makes me feel a little bit sad at the same time. There are so many great content creators. Guys, do me a favor and honestly browse through the Twitch list, and most of the time you don't even find all these great streamers if you're not specifically looking for them. So always make sure to browse through the list a little bit. Don't only watch the people at the top.
Yes, don't just watch us, but please watch us. Oh, just sliding straight in there, getting the throw. And calling out the staggers. Oak looking solid.
This is a beautiful match, Bulk, and I'm still super surprised that whenever we have these debut fighters, that most of the time they're incredibly strong.
They are, aren't they?
Look at DEADPOOL, perfect example here. Oak with the fancy combos, DEADPOOL clutching out that first round. I love what I'm seeing today.
Indeed. Well, as solid as Oak was looking, DEADPOOL looking to cancel their name on the register right there. All right. Is DEADPOOL going to prove to be completely unkillable? Which one of these players is on Xbox?
DEADPOOL is on
DEADPOOL.
Xbox.
Oh, yes, yeah,
maybe
they
even
both
both
are.
of them, Bulk. Yes, we're
Both
not
of them
sure
are.
because of the symbol, because it could be PC as well.
Ooh, I like the way that they keep us in mystery.
Angling with a fire god is unwise.
All right.
Fight.
Oak looking for the comeback. And again, calling out the stagger. Getting the first hit, getting the extra bar. Oh, we're going to get a throw combo here? No, we're not. We're just going to reduce the damage that our throw would have done by calling in the wrong chameleon cameo.
But no Oak trying to bring this back as we speak, and look at him go.
Yeah, this is surely going to take the round, as the Shaolin man bun provided no protection to the soulful overhead. Coming in from above from your ancestors.
Fight.
If that was what I think happened just now, Oak is pretty genius level gameplay. Did they deliberately get hit by the low fireballs so they didn't have to deal with the jump in mix-up from
I was
Liu Kang?
thinking about the exact same thing, but you know, most of the time I just don't really know if it's intentional or not, so I just keep my mouth shut, but I think that's exactly what happened.
Well, as we all know here, chat, Bulk is not one to be afraid of repercussions if I say the wrong thing.
Another throw. Oak, is he gonna tie this up?
Oh, the spacing! Got to exactly the right range to make ERMAC's button work.
Wait, Chad, I can show you something cool. Take a look at the scoreboard.
Ooh! Ooh, we got a live counter on there. Is that what we did? Alright. Right, going up and down right there. Oak, bringing it back, staying strong, being fully up right there in the game.
And Oak decided, you know what, let me bring these back real quick. 1-1, that means we have a final 1-2 match here between our two newcomers. But Bulk, we definitely have to make sure to put those two on stream more often, because I like what I'm seeing.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, we need more arboreal players. Oak being one of them. DEADPOOL turns out isn't completely unkillable.
Which souls will lead us?
I simply urge
Maybe
the
like their
collection
on-screen
to
namesake,
consider my
they're
advice.
suffering from tiny hand syndrome.
Round one.
Which is fine if you're playing on Xbox, because you need funny hands to use an Xbox controller.
I personally still prefer the Xbox One.
I respected you, Rip.
I really do.
Nothing can beat a stick, frankly. I'm a massive advocate for playing.
Can we talk about Oak's combos, the way he's using Mavado, all that? I love that. I think this is honestly the first time I've seen this particular combination used in a way like that.
It's a great combination because it allows ERMAC to retain a lot of his meter a lot of the time, and he does need the meter to be able to do things like the 2-bar launcher, low ground pound, and to be able to put on the soul glow and survive the round.
But Deadpool, once again in the driver's seat, the chat is saying, wait, what happened to the scoreboard? Okay, let me make it a little bit more obvious for you guys. Disco Combat, everyone! Let's go! Can we get some emotes in the chat?
We've got the mother-loving disco lights up at the top.
But in the meantime, I don't know what Deadpool did, but this man, did he just clutch it out with a flawless?
I think that was. Well, we're gonna find out here. Right, respects are being skipped. All right. Boom.
Okay, I think we have to dive into Disco Combat one more time, Bulk. Everyone, you guys know what to do. Spam some emotes in the chat. Welcome to Disco Combat here in the arena today. And I honestly hope that Oak and Deadpool don't expect a professional event in here.
Yeah, you find us. That's an interesting juncture in our lives, Oak and Deadpool. You may not get the most serious of seriousness. Right, get down. Gonna make you a fan of the funk. Oh, looking for the whiff punish, but just out of range of the clutches of the Soulmeister.
Is this gonna be the first game 5 of the night? Bulk, I want to see the arena burn. But wait, don't get it the wrong way.
Wanting to see Oak burn is Deadpool, but look at it, getting clipped by it. We've got the trap on the floor. Oh, beautiful dash up pickup there from Oak. Regardless of the scoreline, remaining solid here. Not wilting under the pressure is Oak. Oh, tried to backdash in the corner. And then the honest mids from our kale salad and quinoa enthusiast.
Strike throw, that's one of the biggest strengths of Liu Kang.
It's one of the biggest strengths in a toolkit of a lot of strengths. Right, blocks are on point from Deadpool and from Oak. Both players flexing their defense right now. Just a reach too far for Oak there as he raises his hand only to get punished, doing the Zack Snyder right in his face to T-Bows. And we get the Movado OTG, I believe. Alright, gonna spend all the cash to retain the health lead and just walking into the buttons. Right, Movado pickup. He can do it again, and he does.
Oak, he is fighting. Overhead, hello my friend.
Overhead into cancel for the
Wait.
combo.
What?
He just, what a robbery. What a robbery, I love it. In the end, Oak not solid enough as Deadpool finds him wanting. 3-1. It could have gone to a game 5, but Deadpool had other ideas with the comeback.
This is unbelievable, Deadpool. Let me take a look at this replay again. It looked so solid here for Oak, but then that slightly mistimed meaty, and Deadpool, he chose to woke up with violence.
Wow. Yeah, he did. He just tried to press the head down with the overhead on the wake up, but Deadpool was having none of it.
And ladies and gents, just like that, it's time for the last showdown of the night. Ooh. Welcome back to ARNKRATOS in the arena tonight versus our newcomer, EDMONFOX. Like, I have no idea what character we're gonna see. I have no idea if EDMONFOX is new to the game or a literal veteran, but we're gonna find that out right now.
No, EDMONFOX has been around for a while, at least since MKX, because I remember playing them before.
Let's go.
Stock.
How weird is
Now, this is a very, very hairy-looking SHAO. Rip is looking jealous.
100%. Let me grab my wig real quick.
It looks like some kind of magical tramp. How much hair have they given him?
Look at the prediction, like 91% on ARNKRATOS, 600,000 channel points. But EDMONFOX, let me armor through this.
Exactly, fighting fire with fire, going with the MK2, the Shang morph straight away round start. You love to see it. Right, keep your hands to yourself. Gonna dive kick in here. Right, stay away. Splurging skulls all over his face, hat providing protection from it.
ARNKRATOS playing the mirror match. Of course, Arn very, very confident in that one because Lao is one of his main characters.
I wish that in recent editions of the game, Shang's morph allows you to do what you could do back in the day, which is morph into any character. That would be insane.
Mavado trap on the ground, tries to grab him. There it is.
Right, using the mine to build the respect to be able to get the throw.
And ARNKRATOS with the overhead clutch, morphing into Lao. Stagger, overhead, GG's.
He is not just excellent at Counter-Strike, able to take the dub over your host here, but he's also pretty handy at Mortal Kombat in this ARNKRATOS. I don't suppose we've mentioned the Counter-Strike destruction, have we? Recently?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. Never happened. I deleted all evidence.
His kill ratio for deleting evidence. It's pretty high.
Oh, there was a great call from Arn, launching with Goro as well. No.
Oh, didn't want you throw.
Yep, ARNKRATOS,
break
how does it
available.
feel? That is exactly how he robbed EDMONFOX in round number 1, and now he's returning the favor. Night 7 in the chat, Nico, was good.
All right, going in with the big long do everything for you string from Shang.
But it's so hard to keep up here with what's going on. Such a fast-paced showdown.
I do love that they've lent into the MK2 feature for Shang Tsung. When he morphs into another character, he goes in identical colors. So it's so difficult to remember who's who. But we can tell who's who from the health bar, and then Movado coming in to seal it up. EDMONFOX taking game 1.
And Bulk, I have to say, the community, they did not lie to me. Right now, EDMONFOX, he is playing out of his mind.
You could have asked me, I was right here.
And ARNKRATOS saying, Rip, am I allowed to switch characters? Arn, do whatever you want, brother. Let's sweat a little bit. Man, I didn't expect EDMONFOX to be on that level. I'm flabbergasted.
I never expected it every time I ran into him, and you know, because it's not the name that instills fear in your soul, EDMONFOX.
Very, very impressive, and I'm so proud that even years after we started this project, Bulk, I personally see new players every single day.
I am not flattered by your
Yes, absolutely. It's like but oh, what have we got here? We're going camping, and we have the mirror and the pure, not the pure mirror. We've got the we've still got the Goro in the back.
Let me quote a wise message from Kans in the chat saying, if ARNKRATOS lived on a farm, he'd be called BarnKratos. I knew that Bulk is gonna laugh at this. I just knew it. Before I even said it, I knew that Bulk is gonna laugh.
Can you imagine Kratos on a farm, in a barn?
Round 2.
You're late for work, boy. That would be awesome.
But Bulk, let me get back to the match here. EDMONFOX fighting.
Yeah, but ARNKRATOS living on his farm, sowing what he reaps here. I have to say, Movado coming in from the wrong side of the screen is really confusing my mental headcanon as to which Lao is which. But now I've figured it out.
I feel your pain, Bike. I'm trying to keep up as well.
Okay, doesn't want to deal with the mix-up. I agree. But eventually, everybody gets chipped to death by Lao Mix.
Final round. Fight.
Right, no whiff punish from EDMONFOX. Goro coming in to break up the action. Break up the action like he did to that poor guy in the Mortal Kombat movie. Broke him
But
right
right
up.
now, Edmund back against the wall and ARNKRATOS in the driver's seat. Huge live lead available. Wait a minute, Mavado. Here he comes.
What's the name of the martial artist that got his arms ripped off by Goro in the movie?
I have no idea about that.
Chat, help us out. Okay, but sealing it. Yes, Art Lean. Thank you, Art Lean. This came when it was a tweet about it from Ed Boon. This came up in the Team Considerable chat, and we just reminded that it was all Johnny Cage's fault that Art Lean died in the movie. All Johnny's fault.
I'm honestly just completely speechless right now, seeing EDMONFOX having the 2-0 lead, literally here for the first time ever. And this man joined us with a mission. On top of that, in the Discord, I think EDMONFOX said that here, today, on Mondays, is the only day where he can compete on stream. So, Bulk, I'm more than proud that I'm able to showcase that Lao here because, boy oh boy, he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely, and ARNKRATOS in the chat, not on the controller as he should be. Get your head in the game, Mr. Kratos. Get your head in the game.
And I definitely know that ARNKRATOS' biggest fan, Victor, in the chat, he is crying right now.
I'll get down. Gonna make you a fan of the funk, Mr. Lau, says Mr. Lau. All right, significant response here from ARNKRATOS. Can he pick up the pieces?
Wait, what happened?
It doesn't matter. Goro has got you with his quad armpit up punch. As we raise the roof on this thing.
Round 2. Fight.
Right, looking for the stagger pressure. Big plus frame opportunity. And we got the Mavado pickup. Kung Lao is more than just one cameo choice. The DLC answer.
Interesting interrupt on that overhead attempt.
Did we just see a Kung Lao spin?
Look, we're seeing spins left and right. And EDMONFOX trying to play it smart. Huge life lead available. Great whiff punish. Was that on reaction?
Ooh, Mavado doesn't want to know. Right, ARNKRATOS has to get another very significant touch right now. He's not going to get it because we're going to launch our way out.
And I see one of TC's finest there in the chat. Heracles, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions.
What? I've just seen some of the names that the subs are going to. Waifu your waifu.
But no, Bike, I am literally glued to the screen right now. ARNKRATOS trying to get that first round on the board, but EDMONFOX, he wants that statement. He wants that 3-0.
Is this gonna be a clean sweep for Arena Newcomer, but experienced NRS head EDMONFOX here? Is this gonna be a big shock? ARNKRATOS has something to say about that.
Oh, that was an input error. I'm pretty sure he didn't try to go for it down too meaty.
On a meaty high. Why not? It's 2024. Let's live a little. We're doing DLC strings out here, Rip.
And EDMONFOX getting caught by that armored option. ARNKRATOS on the board. No brute. We're keeping it classy tonight.
All right. ARNKRATOS fighting back. All right. Can EDMONFOX close this out? That is the question. Going up against one of the arena's most potent of weapons.
Like, I want to see that Game 5 animation at least once today. We didn't have a single Game 5 so far.
I know we have not yet tested the best graphic to ever have graphics.
Let's chat here. I want to see this bad boy.
Round one.
All right, going downstairs into the lab. Look at the waiting room in the background. Everyone's
let me show you
looking
something.
awesome.
Let me show you something. Look at this prediction.
Wow.
EDMONFOX, this might be one of the biggest upsets ever. 600k on ARNKRATOS, the pressure is on.
The pressure is on, and so are the windmill punches from Kung Lao here in the corner by the cages. But we're going to change our sides, change our fortunes. EDMONFOX on the offense, calling out the wake up, and then slicing through the sharp-brimmed hat right there to get ourselves 32.9. Excuse me, it's going. 30. Excuse me, it's still going. 38.7.
But he's trying to catch up with the numbers.
Why, you crazy kids with your extended combos?
EDMONFOX in such a decent position. Overhead getting avoided, but gets clipped by Goro.
Oh, that hurts. That really hurts for
really
EDMONFOX right there. That is like treading on Lego here in Game 4. As ARNKRATOS happily takes the round away.
Round two. Fight.
Alright, EDMONFOX with it all to do again. Right, keeping them close. They say keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, but Kung Lao in this game wants to keep his opponent closer for mix-ups.
And Arn once again finding the perfect time to strike.
Right, Movado not able to... Oh, able to put the trap on the floor, even though he tanked a hit right there. That's an interesting thing I didn't realise would happen. EDMONFOX choosing not to break until then.
There it is, and now he has barely any HP left. Chat, I cannot believe that I'm finally allowed to say it. Can we get some emotes in the chat? It's time for the first and last Game 5 of the night.
There we go. It's easy to sit here and criticize, but I was not on board with that choice of not breaking the previous combo, because he left himself with such little health to survive.
But no, there can only be one. Chat, is it ARNKRATOS? Is it our newcomer, EDMONFOX? We are setting the arena on fire for the first time. Thank you guys so much for being here. And now, let's find out who is gonna win.
Alright, the best graphic to ever have graphics gracing your screen. Let's go, let's get it. Right, first throw going to Arn. Oh, punish. Did Kung Lao punish the armored reversal? I didn't think that was a thing. Anyway,
Style was that.
Round two. Fight.
ARNKRATOS cleaning up the first round incredibly efficiently. EDMONFOX on the back foot right now. Of course, yes, he could punish himself with back one.
ARNKRATOS.
Thank you, Hody.
Does he have the download ready? Right now looking super confident.
Yes, indeed. There we go. Lau can punish himself. Thank you, chap, for fixing me.
ARNKRATOS looking for that one shimmy, that one combo he needs, but EDMONFOX doesn't want to give it to him.
Oh! Just come here. The get over here from Movado.
Wait, that's it.
And that's
No
going to be the
breaker.
punish.
EDMONFOX
He's got enough.
still breathing.
He has enough to close it out. 33.824 of game extending Damahe.
I think honestly that was a little hiccup on ARNKRATOS' side. I think he mistimed.
Right, boink.
Good punish.
This is super close, Rip. Both players feeling each other out in this final round. No anti-air. Was looking for the dive kick. There's one. Stealing the turn back. Forcing ARNKRATOS to blow his wad. Here in front of the furnaces.
I can barely breathe. This is such a close match. Good awareness. EDMONFOX, big damage incoming.
Yeah, beautiful with punish and with the Movado. 30.636% is the writing on the wall for ARNKRATOS. No! As we punish the armor.
Cash out.
With
Of
the
course, we
cash
want
out.
all the damage we can get.
Yeah, this is going to equalize the health bars. IMHO. IRL, FRFR, or as the kids would say nowadays, skibbity toilet.
Our live chat, they cannot take it. Block on that overhead. How did he do it?
Oh, finish the string, he died for it! EDMONFOX! Closing it out!
The new kid on the block. He is here tonight for the first time ever. ARNKRATOS has fallen.
There we go. What a debut from EDMONFOX. You say new kid on the block. I'm sure he's like 37.
Bulk, I don't care. That was one of the most impressive Kung Laos I've seen in a while. EDMONFOX, thank you so much for signing up here today. And ARNKRATOS, always a blast having you on the card. What a matchup.
Absolutely. What a finish, Rip. What a finish. Is something that Rip has never heard after a Tinder date.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Chat, I have tears running down my face because this beautiful event has come to an end now. But I hope that you guys out there enjoyed it just as much as Balg and I did here, commentating this on the mic. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for the generosity, spending time with us. And of course, for supporting the competitive MK scene at the same time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna send you over to the beautiful Subby, so please be nice in the chat. And of course, the arena is back tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Balg and I, we're out.